begin, I want to introduce, this panel is brought to you by Zuley. Zuley is, so this celebrity panel is brought to you by Zuley. Zuley is a fabulous networker. He has connected me with many highly influential people. He and I did an event together a little while ago in Dana Point called Influencers Unite. And we've had a fabulous turnout to celebrate the launch of the Speakers Coalition. If you haven't checked that out yet, you're a speaker, go to speakerscoalition.com, which is something I founded to help speakers. So I want to bring up on stage Zuley. Zuley also is a social media expert. He's in the top 10 in the world, according to some publications, in social media marketing. So, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, let's put your hands together for Mr. Zuley.
Thank you. On that personal level,
life is hard, that's why I wrote it EZWay. Life is hard, that's why I wrote it EZWay. Life is hard, that's why I wrote it EZWay. Everybody stand up for easy.
Thank you for so hi everybody, I want to introduce myself. My name is Zuley, and I am the type of guy that loves to meet. And some people know me. If you know me, if you already know about EZWay, raise your hands. A couple people here. Okay, I got some support. So I'm the type of guy that loves to meet people. I play like a game. Like when I go into a room, I have to know who everybody is and what they do, and I have to know who to connect that person to this person and make it work for them. You know, that's what EZWay is about. We're brands and brands. And I wanted to tell my story really quick, kind of let you guys know why we do what we do and how we do what we do. And you know, God is a big reason. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's support. I didn't have to say anything. You guys told everybody else to be quiet. I love it. God is a big reason why I do what I do. My dad was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer, and we were told that he's 6 months to live, he's not going to make it, doomsday, yada yada. You know, it's the most aggressive form of cancer. And my dad's the type of person to say, okay, good, because I have an aggressive immune system. It's very tough to beat. Cancer's not going to beat me, right? And me, I've been with my dad my whole life. That's my dad, my mom, he's my dad, he's everything to me. And so I told God, and this is the Spirit Summit, right? So we're going to talk about religion. I mean, my religion, what I believe, is God, Jesus Christ, and Christian. And so I told God, hey, I will be your vessel. I'll give up my life to get my dad's life back, right? So I became a vessel about 6 years ago to do his work. And what we do is we brand brands. You guys can check this out. If you want to know anything and you want to meet any of the panelists that I'm going to be bringing up here, you guys want to connect to EZWay, our booth is over there. We'll do an interview with you guys. I do a fun little game. You guys want to play a game with me?
Yeah.
You want to get some more social media followers? Meet some cool people?
Yeah.
All right, it's a fun game that I always play when I'm on stage. Everybody here has a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
If you don't, you're not on the planet Earth. So if you have a cell phone, do me a favor, pull your cell phones out. And there's a fun little application. If you guys do this, I have 181,000 followers and we reach 100 million people with our digital distribution on our TV network. I promise you, and if my wonderful panelists will help and support me, we will share your broadcast. If you guys broadcast us, we'll support you. That's what social media is really all about. That's what networking is about. Supporting one another, right? Right? Okay, good. I got an audience. I love it. Thank you. So if you guys pull your cell phones out and you press the live button, you stream this panel, I promise you, we will share you guys' stuff. We'll check you out. There's a website, letter E, letter Z, W-A-Y, EZWay Welcome. Okay, if you go to EZWayWelcome.com, follow that system, you'll be able to network with us immediately, we'll be able to network with you immediately. So I am very proud to bring up my good friends, and I mean, it touches my heart, it really does, to bring up these people. The fact that they drove all the way from Hollywood, or they flew in, or, I mean, it's awesome when you get support like that. I got my wonderful clients, Inspired Images Studios. We got the Pacino family here supporting us. Appreciate you, Catherine and Bill. And it's just awesome that they come all the way here to do that. So my first panelist I'm going to bring up is, her name is Pepper J. From Actors Reporter. She's an author, she's a speaker, she's a writer, she's just everything. Pepper is my best friend. Best friend forever. She helped me get my career started with my television show, which is on Time Warner, a whole bunch of stuff on. Yeah, want to have a seat? Okay, I'm going to pass the mic for everybody. I need to get one mic up here too, if we can, for the on the seat there. Oh, hey, come on. All right. So everybody say hi to Pepper and definitely network with her. My second panelist is a friend of mine that I've known for over 14 years. When I started, I'm from Orange County, and I was in sales for a long time, went to Saddleback College, and I got bit by the bug of Hollywood, and I had to hit the red carpets, and I ended up meeting this guy. He was a photographer at the time when I met him. And now he's like the business scaling expert of the experts, dealing with the Tony Robbins camps and John C. Maxwell, raising millions of dollars for companies. If you want to do sales and scale, scale your business, Fred Smith is the guy you want to talk to. Fred Smith, please come up. Fred Smith. Sales, Fred Smith, man. All right, so my third panelist is, I want to make sure he's here, so I don't. There he is. So my third panelist, many of you guys probably know a company called CEOSpace, right? You heard of CEOSpace? You know who I'm talking about. He needs no introduction, but I will say that his father was the one that actually mentored and helped Walt Disney. I mean, this amazing company. And the fact, I'm so beyond touched that he came out to support my panel, support what we're doing, and support you guys. Support the Spirit Summit. Give yourselves a round of applause. And Berny,
Berny Dohrmann. I am the chairman and founder of Forbes #1 Inc Magazine's #1 business conference you can't afford to miss in the world today. 140 countries. The oldest, largest entrepreneur CEO club for you that own a business. And Eric at eZWay, I tell him there is no internet. It's all coming from his labs. It's just something he created in his sidebar. He's cracked the code of the internet, and our people all over the world use him. Because when you want the traffic, when you want the clicks, when you want the notoriety, everything else pales to nix. You're higher in speed bumps when you could have Mount Everest. CEOSpace endorses eZWay. And if you get Eric and his team working on you, really the secret is the whole internet. It's in a little room that he's got in a sidebar that he's got in his lab. Use eZWay because they control the clicks. They are the internet. And I'm Berny Dohrmann. Do I ever approve this message?
The fourth person I'm going to bring up is now a partner of mine. I met her at the Influencers Unite, which I'm partnered with Allison Hildebrand Larson, the Speakers Coalition. You guys might see the media wall out there that says Speakers Coalition and WBTVN. The founder and co-creator of the WBTVN World Women's Broadcast Television Network, reaching 30 million viewers on Apple and Roku. And now a partner of ours, we have a channel on there, we're hitting the women, we're making it happen. If you guys want to do an interview, we are here for you. But she's also Vince Vaughn's mother, one of the top 20 celebrities pretty much in the world. You guys know who the Vaughn family is, right? We got Shea Vaughn!
If you don't know about eZWay, you're really missing out on something big. Because ever since I've been able to connect with Eric Zuley, I want to tell you, everything is the easy way, and it's the only way to go. He's a huge influencer, so many great things that you can gain from it, and just look up eZWay and start to make it part of your life.
My fifth panelist, My fifth panelist is a very, very close personal friend of mine. I've known her for another 14 years. This lady is the brand logistics director of Hollywood, of corporate, of Wall Street. Her clients are, I'll let her say who she wants to say because you got to do NDAs with all the Hollywood stuff. But her name is Casey Thomas. That lovely lady right there. Someone who does, and Casey actually drove a very long distance to be here, and she came from, where'd you drive from? messed up my fuck it. Alright, I know there's, okay. So my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my sixth panelist is one of our members. We met her through the Speakers Coalition. Well, we met her through social media, but really got connected with her through the Speakers Coalition. And she's a dentist. She has numerous dentist franchises. She's a certified speaking coach. She's one of the pupils. She's like directly with Sheraton Hotel. You guys know Rich Hedford at. She is just amazing, and we're glad to have her as a member and as one of our panelists, Letran. This is fun, right? Oh yeah! This is awesome people. All right, and my last final panelist is, I'm proud to call him a good friend. I actually met him. We hosted a 15,000 square foot section at the Los Angeles Convention Center. It was called eZWay Street. And that's actually where I originally met a lot of these people. I met Michelle Patterson with the California Women's Conference, and Sharon Lecter, and Brian Smith, which is my next guest actually, Brian Smith, the founder of All Groups. And I apologize, guys. My other panelist, which I know that we have been advertising, she told me that she apologizes that she's not here. She's in gridlock traffic. She's coming from Palm Springs. Summer Helene, which is the youngest executive with Viacom and Paramount Pictures and all that stuff. She is trying to get here, but she said if she can't, we're going to set up a special live webinar for all of you guys to come and ask her all the questions that you want. But her name's Summer Helene, and I'm hoping she comes into that doorway as we're doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. And pretty awesome panelists, right? Pretty awesome. So just to get it started, I'm gonna go ahead and let them introduce themselves. We can keep it 2 minutes or less, please, so you guys can get to know them a little bit more. Brian Smith, please.
Hi guys, I'm Brian, best known obviously as the founder of UGG. I've wrote a book a couple of years ago called The Birth of a Brand, and that got me into on the stage and speaking. And I love helping entrepreneurs, love giving back, and sharing what the common themes for every business and how to overcome them.
Good afternoon, influencers. Some of you may know my story. I came to this country actually as a refugee from Vietnam. How many of you have been on a cruise? Yes. My first cruise was on a fishing boat. It was with 50 people crammed together like sardines. How many have been on an exotic island? My first destination was a refugee camp in Malaysia, where we live in makeshift shelter with limited food, water, and electricity. So imagine coming to this country without my parents. Imagine sleeping on the floor for several years because there were 10 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment. Imagine not knowing English and translating almost every word from English to Vietnamese at night, so I could understand what's being taught to me at school. And I finished undergrad in 3 years, 5 years ago. I finished. Actually, I did not know what that meant when I got that. I finished my dental degree at UCLA, getting a dental degree and a master in science in 4 years. And then I got married, have 3 beautiful children, got 2 dental practices, become a high-performance coach, international speaker, author. And I'm here, I'm very proud to be on this panel with all these trailblazers and thought leaders. I want to say thank you to David Fagan, Alison Larson, and Eric Zuley for inviting me on the panel. And I'm here to share with you the strategies for success so you can all live your best life.
Hi, I'm Katie. I think I'm the youngest one up here. No. This was very well.
Look at the cute little hair.
brand logistics director for a lot of Fortune 500, 100 companies, a lot of A-listers in Hollywood. I've been doing this for 25 years. You can't hear me? Is this better?
There we go.
This is okay. And talk slow. You want to hear everything I have to say. Okay. My name is Casey Thomas. I'm a brand logistics director for a lot of the Fortune 100 and 500 companies throughout the country, some international. I've worked with everyone from Universal Music Group to Paramount Pictures. Is anybody familiar with TMZ? Hollywood Reporter? Dr. Dre? Carlos Slim? Okay, so I've done branding, consultation, and advisement for these type of influencers. I'm currently right now working with the Chicago Bulls. We are building a health and wellness center in Chicago, not only for everyday people like us, you know, to enhance our lives spiritually and holistically, but for the youth, being that Chicago is in an incredibly dire state right now. So that's a current project I'm working on right now. However, thank you so much. However, sitting up here with these amazing people who I know some of them, I am going to be getting to know others. I'm very honored, and Eric, thank you very much. So, pick my brain. There's some things I can say, but whatever I can and can't say, I'll try to answer your questions as much as, to the best of my ability, as much as I can. Thank you.
Shea Vaughn.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for really coming into my life today. And I want to thank Allison and David and the team really for putting this amazing summit on, and more importantly, for helping us to all come together. I've been in health and wellness for many, many years. I think I just kind of, just was attracted to it because I was that girl that was doing flip-flops through the house and splits and whatever. My dance background really taught me a lot about being on a team, showing up, learning the steps of what I had to learn, and really being, a team player, because it teaches you how to get along with other people and not to be that weak link. It taught me so much about just, really discipline more than anything else. I'm the girl that gets up at 4 o'clock every day, literally. And I end up, and I go to the gym by 4:45. And then I teach, and then I work on all the other projects that I have. And I do that because I truly love it. I definitely believe that when you walk the walk and you talk the talk, that when you counsel, when you're a mentor, that you can look in the eyes of the people that you're working with, and they know that you are telling them exactly what they need to know. Anybody agree with that? Yeah. And not to be that weak link. It taught me so much about just, really discipline more than anything else. I'm the girl that gets up at 4 o'clock every day, literally. And I end up, and I go to the gym by 4:45. And then I teach, and then I work on all the other projects that I have. And I do that because I truly love it. I definitely believe that when you walk the walk and you talk the talk, that when you counsel, when you're a mentor, that you can look in the eyes of the people that you're working with, and they know that you are telling them exactly what they need to know. Anybody agree with that? Yeah. So through my life, I've had, a lot of things that I've really done, a lot of media, a lot of TVs and movies, all of those great things. But there's nothing that ever touched my heart than it was taking a look at the fact that women do not have the same opportunities that men do. Would you agree? So I came from Chicago 3 years ago and decided that since it was so hard to really get a show of my own to host,
that I would build a network. I am the co-founder and CEO of the Women's Broadcast Television Network. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's really about being able to give a home, to give a safe place for women. And we actually honor men too, because we have a lot of hosts on our show that are both men and women, but men just can't come on and do it by themselves. They have to have a co-host that's a woman. Don't you just love that, you girls out there? Yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Let me on unless I have some possible.
He's had to host a couple things with me. So the benefit of this is that I had no idea what I was doing when I said I was going to build a television network. But I had such the desire from within and the passion to really do this, to have a home and a place for women to be able to share the talent that they've worked on for so many years, to be able to host their own show. It has gone viral. We have over 30 million viewers across the country. Our partners are Apple TV, Amazon, Google, Roku. Those are majors. And so when you think about, the fact that you really want to live your dream, has it ever been anybody's dream out there to host your own show? Because it certainly was mine. I never had the opportunity to do it until now. If you haven't thought about that, but you want a broader audience to get your message across, I'm the girl to talk to. And I would love to be able to share, if you have the talent, the desire, and the wisdom to do a show, come and see me. Because I want to make that happen.
Now, Shea, you also do Sheyanetics, and I know on the Ellen show, you and Vince Vaughn, we made them do a certain move. Do you want to show me or the audience one of those Sheyanetics moves?
If you want to get down on the ground with me, baby, I'll do it.
I was joking, but I think we should pick up
on your wrist. Be careful. Let me just show you.
We don't have enough time, but maybe on the show.
Exactly.
We'll do a show together.
Sounds good. So come and see me. I'd love to help you guys. Thank you so much.
Berny, Dohrmann.
Well, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself by acknowledging my members. Could I have any members of CO Space stand up so that you're standing up throughout the room? I'm glad you're here supporting me. Thank you. How many have heard of CO Space? Will you stand up? How many have heard of me? You just heard of CO Space. Anybody in the room? There's across the room, there's another group that have heard of us, so I appreciate that. All right, so for those that haven't, because that's a good section, I just want to start by saying, I can't tell you how proud I am of David Fagan and what this icon event represents in your lives and what you're getting. And you don't know how hard it is to do this, how few people do it, and how he has really maintained over the years quality, a size, a scale for your networking, for your getting to know each other, that is very rare and precious in this industry. And David Fagan is one of the great ones, and for all of us, it is an honor to be out here to serve him, and we're giving back to him. And almost all of us will coach you, mentor you, we want to see you, we're not selling our programs, we're trying to get your dream to move forward, and we want to do that. So CO Space is 30 years old. It is the #1 entrepreneurial business conference in the world. It's ranked by Forbes magazine this year and Inc as the one business conference you can't afford to miss. So it's a little unique. There are a lot of programs you get your money's worth with. You're at one, and they're really good. We have a program you pay to join, and then you get 5 a year for the rest of your life as the owner of a business. It's only the owners, it's only CEOs. You don't own a business, it's not for you. It's owners and professionals in practice. And you get customers, you get clients. So out of 1,100, they give you your money's worth. There's one that was designed from the beginning to get your money back so that you make money because you went. And so that's the difference of our model. And we are a trade show, in fact, to get you business. So if you go to our website, look at it, and you see people in a big room like you're in, just remember at our place, you're in the big room like this about 3 times in a week. So most of the time, 6 hours a day, you're eating. And we're doing business. We have appointment cards, and every business owner is helping every other business owner. If you're not interested in helping other business owners, don't come in our world, because we're totally cooperative and we have no competition. We don't allow it. And everybody helps each other, and they mean it. And so you get appointment cards. At 9, you've got 8 or 9 people helping you now. At 10, you got another group. At 11, you got another group. And then we want you to go to sleep, and we don't start early. Once you get a lot of sleep, we don't want you to be worn out. And we're doing business the whole time that week's going on. And it's about getting you customers or investors. Last year, we raised in the 5 meetings about $3 billion for small business. We teach you capital, we teach you how to do it. And so we are turning the Super Bowl out of the market. But so does Bob Proctor and most of the majors. We invented and put together and launched Chicken Soup for the Soul. It sold for $68 million. When I say these things, Mark and Jack are on our website telling you that's true. We launched Lisa Nichols for her $1 million advance in her book. She's on the website telling you that's true. We launched Rich Dad Poor Dad. They sold that for $40 million. Sharon herself is on there telling you that's true. And we did The Secret, and I can't name them all because it's a long list, but we did Airborne for a 2nd grade school teacher that borrowed the money to come, making a product in her bathtub, handing it out in NyQuil cups. We did the branding, packaging, manufacturing, brought our CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart in 14 countries and 40,000 retail outlets. And they sold it in the middle of the recession in 2010, which we opened with, for $500 million. That was Airborne. And say there's too many of those to count, but what we do is make lifestyle companies so you have freedom and financial capacities to move forward. If you use us, on any basis, you're going to get a kind of dynamic you've never seen. It's not like anything else, and it grows businesses in stages and phases. If you're a single mom and you want to get to 300,000, we'll do that. We'd like to carry it forward and make it bigger, but we'll do that. If you're in this space, we want to get her $1.5 billion, $2 billion of advertising because she's got the numbers now. And we want to bring those people in. I was telling her now on the side. All I do when I'm with you is coach you. I find out where your business is and how we can take it to the next level. If I'm at lunch, we just had a coaching session. How good was that? Excellent. Yeah, we really helped get it to the next level. And we're going to do more after. And I'm going to stay and coach you until midnight. So if you want coaching, see Dave Phillipson, my club president for the state of California, and he will help you get on my schedule, make sure I coach you. But I'm here until next Monday, speaking every day in one city all around the South Bay. So I'll coach you at my hotel, the Westin down the street. I'll coach you all week. I'll get a call with you, I'll Skype you. So if you go over and say, I can't do it now, but I want a coaching call, I will coach you. I'll never sell you a go in CEO space. I'll just help you in your coaching, and I'll give my time with you. So I just close by saying,
valuable.
I'm not on salary. I resigned from CEO space in 2013 as president and CEO after 25 years. Wow. And I turned it over to the most powerful person that's ever run in our company, our chief operating officer, for 5 years, my wife. And September, fired everybody in the company that had been there for 20 years that was 55 and up. And she hired everyone that was 35 and down, and they're all women running all the silos. And she brought us from number 5 on the Forbes list, which I got us to number 1, and then broke a 70-year record by getting us number 1 on Forbes and Inc, which they've never done for one company, 4 years in a row, back to back, including 2017. Those are women. Women.
So I can't follow up with that. Thank you, God bless, and good night. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you for the panel. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, David. This is really a huge opportunity with so much horsepower in this room. You have no idea, just because you may not see some of us that see on TV, like hi. I mean, you really have a great, amazing opportunity here to just take advantage of every single person who is speaking as well as who isn't speaking. So thank you so much for showing up. Again, my name is Fred Smith, and I'm what they call a business scaling and development expert. And I know that sounds a little foreign, so I'm gonna break that down. I've been doing it since 2005. So what that means is there are certain stages of a business, and if you ever want to scale up your business, so like as he just mentioned, you know, maybe he's you're in the garage, and all of a sudden you get to a certain point where you're asking yourself, hey, do I need to have an office manager? Do I need to start having salespeople? Do I need to start hiring a staff? Some of us want to hold it too close to the vest, and you're uncertain, that's okay. But at some point in time, if you decide that you really want to take that leap, then that's when you would come see a guy like me or lady. So what I do is I usually help people that are in two phases of the business. The first one is if they're going through that, should I or should I not do it, as far as, you know, growing their business. And then the second part is, what do I do when I decide I want to sell my business? But either way, if this is your first time ever starting a business in your mind, you should always begin with the end in mind. Because just because you have a profitable business doesn't mean that you have a valuable business. So you need to be able to do both at the exact same time. So if you don't ever remember Fred Smith again, and if that was on my tombstone, then that's what I want to be known for. Because it's the difference between you having a business valuation as he's seen for years, maybe you sell your business for a few $100 million versus maybe $250 million. What they call the pre-tax profit of your business, something that you should be looking at to make sure that you can get the most out of your business as humanly possible. I love mergers and acquisitions people, I love brokers, but unfortunately, I was also in the car business for a long time. I have to weigh which one is actually sometimes can be bad for the customer, if you understand what I'm saying. And you've worked too hard as entrepreneurs. You've worked long hours, 18 hours, 24 hours, sometimes you don't sleep. Some of you may have gotten rid of your 401ks, and it's a lot of stuff out there, and you just want to get started. But a lot of people forget that if you don't begin with the end in mind, what you work hard for can slip through the palm of your hands. So that's when you come see a guy like me. I literally went through businesses. Over 20,000 businesses have been through our system, and I can scale it with scientific accuracy to say, this is what your business could be worth. Here are the 8 key drivers of your business that you need to look at. You don't really have to pay attention to them like all the time, but keep these things in mind, because the worst thing that you can do is build something and you think it's worth so much money. Like, how many of you actually have a practice right now? Like maybe you're a chiropractor or a dentist, right? So you may have a business with no backbone, no structure. So then you made all of this money and you're like, man, I made multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, even 8 figures and beyond, right? And then somebody comes up and says it's not worth anything. You really got to start thinking about stuff like that. And that's what our system does. I don't want to go over my 2 minutes. I'm thankful to really be here. And again, we're going to be around. So thank you so much for being here. I honor your time. And if there's anything that we can do to serve you, please let me know. And again, I'm Fred Smith. Thank you so much.
Pepper J.
Hey y'all, my name is Pepper J, and I want to start by telling you that I'm 68 years old. I think that's important because in my industry, and I've lived several lives in my short period of time, I find that youth is wasted on the young. I'm just saying, you see a TV show and the first season is excellent, the second season is excellent, and they decide to bring in a bunch of 130 people to write, and then they lose their shows. So don't cut out wisdom, knowledge, and experience. My many hats, I used to clean construction sites. I was a school teacher for over a decade. I was a practicing attorney for 32 years. I've done things that I can't even tell you about because they're probably illegal. But nowadays, I'm pretty much retired. I live on a ranch in Pahrump, Nevada. It's about an hour out of Vegas, and I invite you all to come and join me because I believe that sharing and appreciation are the keys to happiness. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I feel myself smile. I say, thank you for another day. Thank you for an opportunity to do something good with my day, productive with my day. Today I spent my time traveling. You had Mooney earlier on the panel. She's the head of the Art for Peace organization. You have several members and ambassadors. I went to Africa, Nigeria with her. Been over to Tel Aviv by myself for the organization. And I'll tell you, whenever I go in the world, sharing is a big part of it. And every person on this panel has talked to you about sharing. I teach still, and I teach performance skills. When lawyers are in the audience, I teach performance skills for judges and juries. When teachers are in the audience, I'm teaching them how to speak to their students and parents or their school principal. And normally, when I have a mixed crowd like yourself, I teach performance skills for everyday living. My latest book that I'm going to give away 3 of them I brought today is Dynamic Song Performance. And even though it's geared towards singers and stuff, it's for everybody because we're all performing. And people say to me, no, I don't want performance skills because I just want to be me. Well, who is that really, If I turned my head like this, but I didn't turn my body, this whole part of the audience would kind of think, oh, doesn't she respect me? But the little move of taking my sternum or my breastbone and facing it to the person I'm speaking to may be the difference of you getting that job if you're in an interview. It might get you that acting job if you're in audition. It might get you that girl that you see on the other side of the bar. I mean, we are performance skills in our everyday life. And so this is a lot of what I do, and I love sharing, I love teaching. I did create the Actors Podcast Network several decades ago. One of the shows that we have on the Actors Reporter Network is the Easy Show, and so I thank Eric Zuley. He's my co-producer.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. It's a really awesome show. I love you, Pepper. And like I said, she definitely helped me do my first opportunity for television. And how many know what IMDb is? Have you heard of IMDb?
Yeah. Internet
Movie Database. She got me on my first Internet Movie Database for my own television show, which also allowed me to be able to provide other people IMDb credits. I made a lot of smiles happen in Hollywood because of you, Pepper. Thank you.
That's important. That's part of my sharing. What is my success? My success is to see my students being successful. And the people that I've worked with, I could name 10, 12 people that are out there in the world, all over the world, that have their own networks. Because they mimicked me, because I shared with them what I knew. So giving is really where your receiving will come from. So I thank you, I thank David and Allison for putting this together, and I thank Eric for inviting me, and I was able to fly into Los Angeles and see a lot of my friends. One of the shows that I do want to mention on the Actors Reporter is Motivational Chat. And I've spoken to a couple of you already today and invited you to come to the ranch and be the guest star in one of the episodes. We have not 30 million, but we have 6 million viewers. It's not a small figure for a little old lady. And I really enjoy helping you get your world larger. Okay? That doesn't sound right. Make your world larger. So if you'd like to be a guest on Motivational Chat, please look me up, Pepper J. I think I'm on Facebook and all the things that you're absolutely finally forced me into. And I want to thank you for being here, and please, I'm approachable. I'd love to meet you. Pepper J.
Thank you, Pepper. So, guys, I don't have as much time as I would like to have, so if anybody wants to, let's just, everybody comes to an event like this to network, right? Everybody wants to meet somebody, so that's what we're about. We're about connecting people to their success, helping influence their following, make a difference. If you guys want to connect to any of our panelists up here, and remember I said the live stream thing? I got a special gift for somebody that did the live stream thing, and I see a couple of them, so I have my eyes on those people that are doing the live streams. If you guys text the letters EZWay, W-A-Y, letter E, letter Z, W-A-Y, to the number 21777, I will make sure I get you guys connected to any of our panelists here. And I think we should do a digital panel. You guys want to join our digital panel and you guys can ask questions and network and everything? That'd be cool? Yeah? Cool? I heard yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we don't have all the time, so if there's any questions in the audience, I had a specific topic I wanted to go after you guys, but I'll let you guys, it's about you guys. So any specific questions for any of our panelists to say the name of the person you want to talk to? What's your question? Yes, you, sir. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Ross. I have a question for Pepper.
Hi, Rob.
Pepper, hi.
Yes, my
I don't really need a mic, I'm a loud mouth.
Me too.
Pepper, I teach men around the world how to approach women, how to be charming, but one of the huge problems they have is they talk like this, and I cannot coach them to improve their voice.
Yes.
Do you have any kind of product, any kind of service that I can share with them so they can begin to talk resonantly and
Yeah, you
confidently?
know, that's a good question. About a month ago, I had a 24-year-old come to the ranch from Louisiana. She was so thrilled she had her first job, you know, the kind where they take out taxes. And she was absolutely thrilled that she was going to get fired because when she was on the phone, she sounded like a child. She was talking up like this. And she was and we brought her to the ranch and we spoke to them. I speak to people about pitch changes. Make sure, because if you're always the same pitch change all the time, then no one is interested because you always sound the same. But if you bring it down, you bring it up, you slow down when it's important, you get excited when it's happening. These are kind of performance skills. And I think a man approaching a woman a man, any person approaching anyone, I think the real key is to have your eyes, your heart, and your mouth in sync. You're really being true. Because, you know, someone said earlier, who are you? Why are you? You know, we are all God's gift. And having a few performance skills help along the way. If you, matter of fact, would you come up here, Mama, please?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give you this.
Attention, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not shy.
A little plug. I'm here at Thomas performance. Take this. This is my gift to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that talks a lot about different skills of speaking to people, pitch changes, pacing of your speech, and tell your men friends that all women really want is a true, honest person to meet. Is that right?
Thank you, Pepper. So we have another question. So we have time for one more question. But thank you. Your hand up. What's your name? Allison. Can you bring up the microphone? Or my man Brooks. Brooks, you can got it.
Okay, so I know.
Can you bring a microphone that works? Here, you ready to catch?
Hello?
There we go.
So my name is Elizabeth, and I know a lot of you guys are dealing with the entertainment, but I have a nonprofit. I just went into a nonprofit. I've been an LLC for 15 years, and my nonprofit builds micro or tiny homes for veterans and those who are homeless. And I have a problem communicating my need to ask someone for something. Since I've been in LLC, it's been easy to negotiate business-wise, but speaking to people on the need to ask them for money or for help, I just don't have any help with that. So currently, right now, we are building micro-housing in Arizona, tiny houses for our veterans, and we're raising money. And so getting to ask people is my kind of weakness. And so who would you suggest? And I don't know which one would be.
Do you have a particular person you're asking that question to?
I'm sorry, what was your name, sir?
Berny Dohrmann. What I do is form your brand at the top and take our veterans off the street, the largest homeless in the nation, no longer will be shameless. And then under it put seeking, and under seeking put you put 100, or is a good start number, $1,000 donors or more with a $sign in the line. Then under it put $500 donors or more, and then put under it 250 or a larger number if you want, $1,000 at 250 donors or more, and then at least 1,000 at $100 or more, and go whenever you network, all the meetup groups, everything. Start handing that out. Say it's year end. can you transfer a tax dollar to take a veteran off the streets with our homeless, and you pick the number that's comfortable for you, but make it something important because you have your freedom and you're paying your taxes because of them. And we're giving them a warm bed tonight if you can help my charity. And I'm begging you to help these vets first, where charity starts at home, and put at the bottom for our vets that we serve. Yesterday is already too late. Charity starts at home. Now that's how I do it, get that fire and start with that.
Thank you,
Okay, I'm going to
Bernie.
ask that real quick. As a former Marine, thank you for serving, because I do appreciate that. The other thing to add to that too is when you have to have like those, what they call those sound bites. Talk about, like he just gave you the big ultimate outcome that you want to have. That's why he said the big top header, and also the bottom header was another, but they call it outcome-based marketing, okay? So what you want to do is all the typical pains that a veteran is going through, you want to say what the big outcome is going to be as a result of doing business directly with you. So as an example, your big outcome was?
There's two big outcomes. To make them choose which way are they going to donate at which price level. And some will be 10 or 15,000. If you circulate 100 people, you should have 20, 30,000 per 100 out of that form. And then the yesterday's already too late is to make it urgent with an implication for urgency. So their call to action is not to delay or wait.
Exactly, and then put so that right after that, so you have those little sound bites. We're doing this so that we can have that outcome. Does that make sense?
Thank you, I love it, awesome. So guys, I told you I have some surprises for you, some giveaways. So if you pulled your phone out and you live streamed this panel, raise your hand, put your phone up, let me know if you did that. Well, shame on you. Next time.
Eric Zuley, over there. The pretty lady with the glasses.
You did? Okay, come and get a book, please. And you did. All right, awesome. Oh, and Noemi did. Hey, everybody out there on Facebook. You know, I don't have a book for you, Noemi, but I will acknowledge you. Everybody wants to network with that lady right there. She's very, very major in the industry. She used to work with Akon, and she manages an amazing daughter, and I don't have the time to praise you as much, but definitely network with her. Put your hand up, Noemi. Put your hand up. Yeah, her. All right, so, and camera up there. Hey, everybody, this is the EZWay Influencers panel. This was a lot of fun, right, guys? You guys enjoy what everybody said? And Allison and David and Spirit Summit and all you guys, I want to do is say thank you and also say that the lovely, wonderful Allison and myself have a channel together on the Voice America Network. It's the Influencers channel that allows you guys to have a show, and it's the influencers, 8 million something listens a month. And we are partners together on Speakers Coalition and Influencers Unite, eZWay. So guys, last but not least, if you guys, check this out, I have a gift for you guys. How would you guys like to be able to do a video on your cell phone? And like I said, you heard our reach. You heard the people we reach on the internet. How would you guys like to be able to text something, do a video, promote your own business, and then be able to get to our reach right now? Very cool? Yeah? So all you guys gotta do is text EZWay video, all together, no word, EZWay video, to the number 21777, EZWay video 21777. You'll see how it all works, follow the process, do your video. Please do a testimonial of our panelists and what you guys thought today of EZWay. Come over to the back and say hi, do an interview with us. David and Allison, Spirit Summit, I appreciate you guys, and God bless Steve Jennings and everybody out there. We're rooting for you, our hearts there. I love you guys. Thank you, Allison. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.